Hello everybody, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at The Uncertain, a new episodic, telltale-like, I guess for lack of a better descriptor, a, simplified point-and-click adventure sort of game, usually with the free ability to walk around certain environments, and it's post-apocalyptic, and that's really all I know about it, so let's just jump right in. Humanity became extinct, deadly wars, robots, self-sufficient. And then the robots began killing each other over their machine religion.
I am a robot, model RT217NP, primary mission unknown. I am not designed for physical exercise. I am certainly not capable of construction activity, but I am very skillful with electronics. I have set myself a task. I search the remains for electronic devices and make use of them to design different mechanisms that are useful and efficient. Humans, we replaced them. It took them ages to achieve what we have done in just a few years. We have formed a perfect society. Robots will not repeat the destructive human mistakes of the past. We are rational and logical. We do not fight in wars, and we cannot get ill. By replacing humans, we interrupted the self-destructive cycle of these intelligent but highly aggressive former inhabitants of the Earth. But it is going to take decades to reconstruct the world that they destroyed. Then, our robot race will flourish under the guidance of our creator, the USS Corporation. Our world is not perfect yet. We are short on many resources, and we can count only on ourselves, but this is temporary. Most robots need to be repaired very often, but not me. I am very efficient at taking care of myself.
So it seems kind of obvious right off the bat that it's going to be the more human we became, the more destructive we became sort of situation here. And that the USS Corporation is probably going to be slightly evil, as corporations are. There's a GPU there.
I only brought one battery this time, though it might be compatible with the radio. I need to find a second battery. It was with my tools.
Alright, and here we are, ready to point and click on things. It looks like you can actually walk freely around with WSAD instead of having to click. We can run, not very quickly.
This is an intercom, a high-powered desktop computer. I do not need to use its full capacity, but the internet is useful to communicate with other robots. Unfortunately, my design does not support wireless internet connection, so I had to use the computer.
I am not built for Wi-Fi.
This analog device allows you to extract sound from the installed audio data carrier. Why did humans use such an inconvenient device when one can just do this?
So So I've got like this option wheel, but it seems like I only have kind of a look option for most of them.
The quality of this image is very low.
And I guess they interact. Radio.
I connected the power line directly to the house, but it is not sufficient to provide energy to all of my equipment. I use an electric switchboard to distribute energy to the necessary systems.
You know, I read a book like this once where robot society continued after humans disappeared, except that one was in space. And the few robots that had this humanoid design were considered super inefficient. And when they had to travel through space, they'd have to cut up all their limbs and then reattach them afterwards so they could fit.
The dock station's purpose is to recharge the batteries and update the built-in software of the robots. However, I made some changes in its firmware to avoid updates. I am now able to develop independently.
He's a rebel. An individualist.
This compartment contains textiles. Humans covered their bodies with it. The purpose of this is unknown to me. This radio will not work with one battery.
Shouldn't my objective be find battery before it tells me to turn on the radio then? Okay, he has nothing to say about that. Humans often
This
form
room is
mating
very
pairs.
strange. I never enter it.
I never enter this room. I guess it's the bathroom. The water closet. Remove
No,
battery?
they do not fit in here. They need to be inserted into the radio. I will return to this later.
I don't even know what that is.
I made this plasma cutter from materials that I found in destroyed buildings. A construction robot ordered it.
Okay, there's the battery.
Now I have 2 batteries. I can try to turn the radio receiver on.
Does he know how to play guitar?
A guitar is a plucked string instrument with a wooden resonating body shaped in form of an 8.
Nope. I guess if he can just play music from his head, he doesn't really care about peculiar human instruments. Let's put these batteries in. Well, it wouldn't be on the front, would it?
No power.
Can I rotate it? There we go.
I'm going to turn it on.
Yes, I know that was our objective. Can I tune it? It's not that precise because every time you touch the W or the A or the D keys, it goes forward by like a chunk.
And this heroic feat will remain in our hearts forever. Don't let the fallen give their lives in vain. Join the army, protect your homeland, save your freedom, traditions, and...
A small group of people controlled the masses using such words. I do not understand how a simple human speech could have urged people to participate in war. It would be more logical to reach a compromise by means of negotiations.
Alright. So that's the radio dealt with. Now what do we do? How do we fill our robot days? In the future, 12G networks. Okay, nothing going on there. What else do we have to... I guess... Oh, as soon as I let go of that.
This is the construction robot who ordered the plasma cutter. I will answer. Hello?
RT, this is TX-27. It was difficult to find your contact information. You were supposed to have finished the plasma cutter 2 days ago. Why have we not received it yet?
I like that this construction robot has a bit of an Aussie accent.
I am sorry, but it took more time than I had estimated to find all the required components.
This information is irrelevant. The date of exchange has been fixed. You should have brought me the cutter and receive an enhanced battery in return.
It is not as bad as it sounds. I found the necessary parts, and I am almost finished assembling the cutter. I just need to diagnose and calibrate it.
This is good news. When will you deliver it?
I will finish the work today and travel tomorrow morning.
Good. Thank you. We will be waiting.
I cannot fail in my task. Structure robots do very important work. I need to finish the cutter as quickly as possible.
I mean, if he's a construction robot, shouldn't he just have that, like, built in? Okay, the walking controls are a little janky if you keep holding it when your camera switches. Okay, so here's the plasma cutter.
I need to calibrate the cutter using my data coder.
Sure. Do that. Find pairs for icons to form a square. We are on a timer. No, it's not centered. So we're just looking for things that will slot into each other here. This one and this one. And let's see. I'm probably not scanning these as quickly as some people. Not that one. Not that one. I'm not sure how this is calibrating our plasma cutter, but alright. I must play a mini-game. Oh, I guess we have to do this for all of them, don't we? Oh, it's not quite long enough. Can I not cancel out of that selection? It should fit here. This one and this one. These should fit. This gets easier the more of these I do because there's less options. Nope, that does not go there. That goes here. Alright, somehow that calibrated the plasma cutter, even though it's not even connected in any way.
Good, the cutter is now complete. Tomorrow morning, I need to go to the city and deliver it. I do not need the battery that they offer in payment, but it would be irrational to refuse. My battery charge is 12%. The most effective action I can take is to get fully charged on the dock station before the morning.
I was gonna say, as a robot, why does it matter if we leave in the morning or right now and just go overnight, but I guess we do need to recharge, which is pretty much just the same thing as sleeping.
I do not sleep like humans did. I just need to charge for 2 hours on the dock.
This is one of those cases where it's kind of weird that he's just saying this out loud to nobody.
A damaged data disk that I found yesterday morning. Perhaps I can restore some information from it. Perhaps the intercom can read data that is not damaged.
Alright. Ten minutes later, she didn't come back. Alright.
The dock station is not powered at the moment.
Oh, alright. We'll play around with the switchboard first. I think we'll head into the city and then probably call it there. Take a look at Robot Society. Get rid of excess power at both sources. Excess power is displayed in yellow. Can I interact with anything on the switchboard? Because, doesn't seem like it. There's literally nothing here that seems to want to... Oh, there we go. They're actual switches. Silly me. Okay, so it's basically just a binary one or the other. No. No. Maybe. If I do this. I think there's still a little bit of excess. Oop. That fucked it up. Is that little white line excess, or is that... I guess it is. Yes, I could just count this out and reason it out, but I'm just going to keep clicking instead. Also, what are these sources that we're balancing out? wonder what these other two lights down here are. Alright. I didn't actually think that would solve
Now the
it.
dock station is ready.
So let's take a recharge. A power nap, if you will. Did a human from space just crash land on our farm?
What happened?
Somebody set us up the bomb. Is this where we're going? Like, oh, humans are dead on Earth, but there's actually a bunch of cryostasis frozen people in space on the moon. Good thing we have this plasma cutter.
This robot is badly damaged due to an accident. It is possible that it piloted this shuttle. I need more information about what occurred here. My touch will not...
We don't have the touch. We don't have the power.
According to the indicator, there is still some charge in the accumulator. I need some wires.
Can I not go up the stairs, or is this up the stairs? I thought that was out the door.
The onboard computer is still functioning.
Okay, nothing else here but the computer. We don't know the password. Okay, so this computer is no good to us right now. But it almost sounded like we could possibly repair this ship in the future. Some wires up here, or is that just a broken door?
USS robotics boxes. They withstand serious accidents.
I guess maybe I have to go back to the shack and get some wires.
The door is locked.
Yeah, that's the locked cargo hold door. Unless this door opens. And there we go. Nothing else in
A
here.
lithium-sulfur accumulator was common for older aircraft models. It applies standard voltage, but it is not suitable for robots. I have already... It is possible that I can power it with the accumulator that I found.
Don't worry, I'm a doctor of sorts.
Help them. 7, 2, 6.
The pilot is no longer functioning. What did he say? Who should I help? And what are these numbers? Is it a code?
I mean, it sounded like 7265. I guess we can just do 726 and then try all of the numbers. The cargo hold is going to be full of humans! I'm still going with that. Nope.
I think this door is now unlocked.
I like his little smiley face on his back. That's how you know his batteries are charged.
How is this possible?
They don't look very alive. And they did say life support was offline. Of course, you could assume that maybe happened in the crash. USS Robotics actually wiped out humanity and kept a few of them for experimentation. That seems equally possible here. Oh, here comes the Fuzz. I guess we're not going to get another quirky robot in a trench coat.
The shuttle is surrounded. Step out immediately.
What's going on?
I am asking questions here. Identify yourself.
RT-217NP.
Where are the passengers of this shuttle?
The pilot sustained injuries during the crash and does not function. I tried to reset him, but did not succeed.
How did you enter the shuttle?
I was charging myself on a docking station when the crash happened. I went outside to evaluate the situation and search for remaining spare parts.
You discovered humans that had been transferred in this shuttle. You hold classified information, which means that now we have to disintegrate you.
No, wait.
What is this?
Well, I guess they weren't that good police bots if they didn't recognize a good old EMP device. That wouldn't be a Telltale-like without some button mashing.
I would not recommend you do that. Stay still and do not try to escape, or I will have to disintegrate you.
Who are you? Identify yourself.
I am a medical droid, MBR-825T, called Gregory, but it does not matter now. What matters at the moment is who you are.
I am RT-217NP, a robot with a wide range of functions. Basic purpose unknown.
So, RT, I have been informed that the shuttle with our pilot crashed near a building where you were. You witnessed the crash and discovered that the fact of human extinction is false. USS Robotics withholds this information from us and releases malicious automatic updates. Every robot who contacted a human has disappeared. We know that USS uses police to search for surviving humans and then transfers them in shuttles to an undisclosed location. However, the police could not locate them all. We managed to find a few, and through them we learned about the others.
So they've created a underground robotic railroad. Also, really just laying it out there already. We're not even that far in.
According to the official information, humans destroyed themselves. If this is not true, then why is USS exterminating humans? Why did they provide us with false information?
We do not have all the facts, but we are working on it. We have to make a decision, RT. We cannot let you go because you know too much about our shelter and plans. However, you could help us. All of us are wanted by the police. Each time we leave the shelter, we take a big risk. You, on the other hand, can walk wherever you want.
I guess it would kind of make sense that a medical ambulance robot would have a inbuilt desire to help humans.
I have never met humans. I saw different things they built. Some of them are unknown to me. These artifacts have initiated a new information cogitative process in me. I want to learn more about humans, and I want to help you.
Very good. That means you understand humans better than we expected. You will soon realize that you made the right choice. I will free you, and you may take a look around. When you are ready, I will share available data with you.
Well, I guess Construction Bot isn't getting his
At
plasma
least I
cutter.
was not disintegrated. I would better look around.
Alright, let's take a quick peep around and then we'll call it here.
The purpose of this device was to help those who could no longer walk by themselves. It has been inappropriately applied to me. A wheelchair. I will only use it if my servo motors fail. I cannot determine the logic of these symbols. It may be a code, but I need a key to calculate its algorithm. The luminous output in this room is less than 0.1 lux, and my visual system does not include night vision.
So I guess the question too is, was our robot buddy here created before humans went extinct? Well, extinct in air quotes now, I guess, but for him to have never encountered one at all?
A LED flashlight that is still functioning. This will be useful.
Cybernetic enhancement. So that's where we came from.
It is locked.
I guess it's safe to assume we're in a hospital, which wouldn't serve much purpose for robots, and thus might be a good place to not be noticed by them.
I have a flashlight, but I should
I should go in the dark room last.
fully
Man, the whole theme of robots trying to understand and become more human seems to be very much in vogue lately, both in movies and games.
This fuse is out of...
I mean, obviously that's kind of been a trend for as long as robotics have been an idea, but it's definitely kind of hit some sort of resurgence in the last 2 years.
a medical tablet.
A new patient, Spooner, has been admitted today. He has a major arm trauma and multiple burns, but all non-fatal. According to Spooner, his home robot forced him out of the house and prevented it from saving his wife and daughter. Unfortunately, they didn't survive because the house collapsed on top of them. Spooner is in shock. I passed him on to the psychiatrist.
He's gonna end up like Will Smith in iRobot, blaming robots for not letting him save somebody.
There is a fuse in a trash dump.
What?
These cabinets contain provision. It is not...
Oh, the fuse is over here. I was like, that's not a trash dump, that's just like a cabinet.
This fuse is out of order.
Oh. This whole
The
trash
purpose
dump
of
is
the
out of
item is
order.
unknown. It is most likely a medical device. This robot's design and proportions look different from any robot I have ever seen. According to its color, it may be similar to Gregory. They are probably the same type of model.
I was just gonna say earlier, try to imagine this robot that has broken legs in a wheelchair, but there's one right there.
Hello.
Do you help for peoples? Definitely not a English first game going just by some of the subtitles, but the actual dialogue is fine.
Hello, I am RT217NP. And you?
I am a medical bot, MBR411, Abigail. My purpose is care and treatment of patients. In the absence of humans, my skills are useless, so I engage myself with other matters.
How long have you been here? Looks like this building has been abandoned until recently.
Oh, just a couple days. We were looking for a building that could be our HQ. A hospital suits us well, because we can accommodate many humans here. Besides, it's close to the area where we plan to meet a group of survivors from the shuttle. Sadly, something went wrong.
Thank you for the information.
So
No problem. You're welcome.
I'm guessing the humans that were in the shuttle were all dead. And that's why these guys didn't bring them back with us.
Hello, I am busy at the moment, but let us talk later.
Man, he's like scrapped together from random parts. I'm busy staring at this no connection screen. Alright, let's talk to this last guy and that'll be it. We won't get into the
Welcome.
next story data dump.
Hello. What are you doing here?
I repair electrics in this hospital and restored already in a few blocks, but the power supply is still defective. Gregory said that you would join us. Can you help me out, RT?
Of course, if it is within my powers.
I need to replace the contactors in this electrical panel. Can you bring me some spares? I saw them in the utility room. It is the one with a broken door. There is no lighting there yet. In case night vision is not applicable in your model, there is a flashlight in the hallway.
I found the flashlight already. Tell me about Gregory. I assume he is your leader?
He used to be a surgeon who repaired humans. He worked in the same clinic as Nurse Abigail. It is understandable that they were the first to protect humans as soon as they found out the truth. Helping humans is their purpose.
I am probably wrong, but after I talked with Gregory, I thought that there was more to it than just following the helping humans idea.
Well spotted. I thought about that too. However, robots have no feelings, so it is possible that his emotion imitator is more authentic because he interacts with humans. He and Abigail started recruiting robots recently. The USS realized an update as soon as they found out. It made it practically impossible to recruit anyone. That is why we can only count on old-fashioned and damaged robots, the ones who did not receive the update. Our main task is to equip the HQ. After that, we will search for surviving humans and supplies. I think Gregory will tell you more soon. For now, we need to restore the power supply and communication.
Thank you for the info.
Thank you.
You know, it seems pretty unlikely that a robot would tell another robot, robots have no feelings, just in case you forgot. Anyhow, that's it for The Uncertain, Episode 1. It's, it seems pretty neat. Even though this is kind of becoming a little bit overdone recently with the whole robots are the human kind of thing, I still like the idea and talking about it. And this seems like a neat one of these kind of games. Obviously there's not too much gameplay to it. A lot of just go here, talk to person, put item from over here into there. There's really not a lot of puzzles, which is kind of a thing with the Telltale likes. They removed all of the rub items on things to see what they do, and just made it, here's one item, here's one place to put item. Simple enough. But yeah, this seems pretty neat. And, I'm curious what direction they'll go with it, as always. But, for now, this is The Uncertain. Its fate also uncertain as an episodic game. And, I've been Shadefire, and I hope you'll ponder the existence of humanity with me again some other time. Until then, you folks all take care.